Hi everyone. This is the intro to the intro before the review on the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Transforming Powder. Okay, I have done that part and you will see it here in a minute. I just want you all to know that I do like this powder. I highly recommend this powder. It's really great. You'll see the reasons why I state that in the review part and the demo part. I tell you what I think about it. I'll let you see how it looks on my skin. This is what it looks like with makeup on my skin. As far as me applying all my makeup, it looks fabulous. I went for this bronzy eye makeup look and just a bronzy makeup look, okay, in general. So yeah, I want to tell you all I do love this powder. I highly recommend it. It does have a salicylic acid in it, if I'm pronouncing that right. It's non-comedogenic. It's non-comedogenic, and it is it says it improves skin's look, reduces the appearance of imperfections, pores, and unevenness. Okay, you guys can be the judge on that. Okay, this is how my skin looks. Now I did do something a little different. You will see in the demo and the review part. But yeah, this is how my skin looks. I hope you like it. I love the way my skin looks. I love this powder. So I'm going to hush up, let you all go watch that demo and my review on the product. And so I hope you enjoy the video, okay? Hi everyone. Welcome to my channel. And today, you guys, I'm going to do a first impression video on the Maybelline Better Skin Transforming Powder. Looks like this. I mentioned this in my haul, and so I decided I would come back and do a first impression, because actually it's not kind of like a first impression because I've used this product twice. But for this channel, it will be a first impression. Now, I will come back and give you more info on this product, what it claims to do. I did give you a little bit of a description on the back. It says it has salicylic acid that wears all day. It improves skin's look, reduces the appearance of imperfections, pores, and unevenness. It's dermatologist tested for safety, and it's non-comedogenic. Okay, that's what it has on the back of the package. But I'm going to do a first impression on this product. So the first thing I'm going to do, I have cleansed my face with a cleanser. But I'm going to do an extra layer of cleansing on my face. I'm going to use a Huggies wipe, my favorite wipes to use for my face. I'm going to apply the Garnier Skin Active Micellar Cleansing Water all-in-one. Alright. And I'm going to add some of this onto my wipe. And I'm just going to go over my face one more time, okay? I got some eyeliner and some glue adhesive on my lash line. If you're wondering what's on my lash line, that's what it is, on my top lash line. I didn't remove it all last night. I was too tired. But anyways, yeah, let's go ahead and begin the first impression video. Alright, so now my face is extremely clean and ready to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put primer on one side of my face, and I'm going to use the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Transforming Foundation on one side. And I'm going to apply the powder on top of it, okay? So on one side, one more time, On one side, I will use a primer. I like to use the Hard Candy Sheer Envy Pore Defense Primer Serum on one side of my face. And I'm going to use the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Transforming Foundation on one side as well. And then I'm going to apply the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Transforming Powder on this side of the face. Now, on the opposite side of the face, I'm not going to apply a primer. I'm just going to apply this powder, okay? Just the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Transforming Powder on this side. I want you to remember that I do have dry skin, so I don't know how this is going to look as far as the powder on its own. If I feel like it's too dry, I will tell you. But, you know, I will, if it's too dry, then I can add some primer on a certain spot and add the product onto it. Something or another, but I don't think my skin is going to be too dry. Alright, so let's go ahead and begin. Okay, so I'm going to put on my primer here. I guess I'll do this side with the primer and the foundation, the liquid foundation, and the powder on this side. So I'm going to apply this onto my skin, focusing mainly on the spots where I have enlarged pores, and then I just kind of like smooth it on out over my whole entire face. But in this video, just on this, to you it's the right, on me it's my left side of my face, okay? So I'm going to add just a little bit more onto this side of my face. Okay. Adding a little bit more over here. Alright. Just like that. Alright. So the primer's on, so now it's time for the foundation. Now I have both shades in number 80 Rich Tan. Hopefully you can see this. But this is what the foundation looks like. Everybody knows this foundation has been out since, I think, last year sometime. I personally do not like this foundation on its own, but you will see what it looks like with the powder. Alright, so I'm going to apply this onto my face, the foundation. So I'm not going to do a review on the foundation. I've done a review of my thoughts on this foundation on my channel. So I feel no need in telling you what I think about this, okay? Just know that I do not like it. It hydrates too much and it produces too much shine really quickly. It don't take no time for this to hydrate on the skin. Now that's just my opinion now. I know everybody's different, but I'm just saying what I feel about it, okay? But if you're interested in wanting to know what I feel about this foundation, I'm sure you can find it on my channel here somewhere. And yeah, so just going to go ahead and blend this in, okay? Alright, so this is what the foundation looks like on this side here, okay, compared to no foundation over here. It do have great coverage when you apply it. I feel like things have changed a little bit as far as what I thought about the foundation a year ago. A year ago, my skin was extremely dry, so it caused a different reaction onto my skin as far as this foundation. But now that my skin is a bit hydrating, it looks different than what it looked like a year ago. So hey, and if you want to know a little bit more about this foundation, there's not much info. Like I said, you can look up or you can watch that video where I did my review and my thoughts on this product. I don't think I did. Now when I think about it, I don't think I did a review and my thoughts on this product. I just said what I felt about the foundation because I took the foundation back before I done a review and my thoughts video. So I told everyone that I didn't like it, that it was too shiny. It got really shiny really quick on my face, and I had dry skin at the time. So yeah, that's what I felt about this product. But like I said, things have changed now that since my skincare has changed and my skin produces more oil now. So yeah, things have changed as far as what I feel about this foundation. It's not bad anymore like I, felt a year ago. It's okay, but it's still not a favorite foundation of mine. But it do give some pretty good coverage, I would say. If you look at this side and look at that side, it does good, okay? It does cover some redness. As you see over here, the redness is pretty much covered. Over here, my redness is still there. My freckles and spots and things is still apparent over here. Dark pigmentation on my eyelid is still apparent. Over here, it's pretty much smoothed out. A good bit of coverage there, okay? All right, so now let's go ahead with the powder. I'm going to apply this powder onto my skin and tell you what I feel about it on top of the foundation. I'm going to use this brush right here. It's just a Face Secrets powder brush, okay? Alright, this is what it looks like. You have a great mirror, and then you have the powder, and then you have a powder puff. This is in the shade 80 Rich Tan as well. And I don't use the powder puff, but yeah. Okay, so this is what the product looks like. All right, so let's go ahead and apply the powder onto the skin. Now, what I notice when I apply this powder to my skin is that it doesn't feel like anything. I don't feel powder onto my skin. That's what I noticed immediately, is that I don't feel it, and in my opinion, it does not cake up. Now, I'm pretty sure if you apply several coats, maybe you can feel the product, of course, but if you just put enough powder onto the skin, you do not feel it, and it does not cake up. That is a good thing. I've been out, like I went to the park yesterday, or what day? I went to the park, and yeah, yesterday I went to the park, and I had this foundation on, and I was surprised because it did not cake up. And I was sweating because it was like 100, and it was over 100 degrees yesterday, or around 100 degrees here. And so when it's that high, the heat is that high, you just sweat. You know what I'm saying? Just, if you're outside, you just perspire a lot onto the face and everything. So when I looked at my makeup, the powder did not even crease on my face. Like how sometimes you can have on makeup, powders, or foundation, and when you start to sweat, the makeup kind of crease, it didn't crease. Like I said once again in another video, the only area where the makeup kind of removed was on my nose, because I sweat a whole lot on my nose. But I mean, that was it on my face. I even took 2 pictures on my Instagram account, and I had that makeup. I have this makeup on, and I took pictures at the park. And if you want to take a look at how my skin looked, you will see what it looks like. It doesn't look bad in my opinion. And it does smooth the skin out, as it says. It does help the pores a little bit, as it says. And as you can tell, it does help some unevenness, because right here I kind of have this natural, like, I don't know, kind of like a natural contour, or is that just discoloration issues? But anyways, when I apply the powder there, it does kind of even out that area, is what I noticed. And even underneath my eyes, and you know I have some dark pigmentation. If you look on this side compared to this side, I mean, this powder give extra coverage to the foundation. This powder do give extra coverage for the foundation. You can double it up. You don't have to wear this foundation powder alone, of course. You can use it with the foundation, as I just done. And you saw the minimum amount of powder that I used, and this is the coverage that you receive. Now, when I'm just looking at myself, what I do notice is that I feel like even if you have dry skin, like super dry skin, I feel like you might be able to use this powder as well. Just use a minimum amount and moisturize the skin, or use some kind of moisturizing primer. But I feel like it doesn't grab onto dry patches as bad, because I still have that issue. Even though my skin is producing oils and things, I still have like certain areas where my skin can have dry patches, okay? So as I'm looking at my skin, and hopefully you all can see as well, I don't see like dry patches, and that's a good thing, because it having like salicylic acid in it, I felt like it might be dry for the skin, but it doesn't really hang on to dry patches. But that's with the side with the foundation on. So I haven't tried it without foundation. I've been using it with the Better Skin foundation. So this is what it looks like. And I feel like if you have dry skin, I kind of feel like you would need the foundation just a little bit to apply onto your skin first, and then use this powder. That's just my opinion. I feel like you will need it, because as I'm looking at my face looks very mattifying on this side. I don't know, you guys, you see for yourself. To me, it looks very mattifying compared to this side where my skin is a little hydrated, okay? But great coverage, as you see. It does even out somewhat. I wouldn't say it's like a complete full coverage type of powder, but it does even out. I mean, it's like that powder that I would use for every day. Like when I don't want to, like, get all fixed up or whatnot. I feel like this will be really great for just everyday use. But however, I will use it too if I'm going out as well. The thing is this as well, when you apply this powder onto the foundation, your skin can still breathe. So you're not like adding too much of this product onto the face. Like I said again, I went to the park yesterday. It was hot. My face did not feel like I had too much makeup on. It didn't feel that way. So yeah, you can use both of these products together and still have that natural type of feeling onto the face, and don't feel like you've got too much product. Alright, so let's go ahead and go to the other side that has no primer, no foundation, okay? We're just going to use the pure powder here, okay? So let's see what it looks like with just the powder onto the face. Now I'm just going to grab another brush. This is not a powder brush, but I'm going to use it for a powder brush, okay? That's the only brush I have on hand right now. So I'm going to grab some of the product here. Just add it onto my skin. As you can tell, it's not covering as good on this side. Alright, it's not covering much, but it is evening out my skin. Like it's evening, like giving my skin an even skin tone look, kind of. Alright, let me just keep using it a little bit. I feel like if you use it alone, you need more of the product. Okay? Yeah. Like it's not covering as good as I like for it to. Okay, I'm going to try my eyes. Or my eyelid. Put some product on my eyelid. Underneath my eyes. Oh, it evened out the discoloration though. You see that? Yeah. It did pretty good with evening out the dark pigmentation on my eyelids and my under eyes. So that's good. Kind of conceal those dark circles a little bit. Evened it out. I'm sorry, you guys. My sinus problems is just going crazy right now. So, yeah. I guess because I went out there in the weather and it was so hot and humid. And, yeah, my sinus is just, sinus issues is not good today. But anyway. So, as you can tell, you have to use more product without a foundation with this powder, I feel. If you have discoloration or spots, anything like that, this powder is not going to cover. Like, it does good for an everyday makeup look. Even on its on. I feel like on its on is better for an everyday look when you're not trying to, you know, or you're in a rush, or you don't, you know, just need to hurry up, put on something and get out the door. It looks good without no foundation or anything, just by itself that way. You do get some coverage, but as you can tell, I still see some spots and some redness here on the side of my nose here. It did cover a good bit of the discoloration on my eyelids and my under eyes. But if you look on this side, it's more coverage with the foundation and the powder over here rather than just the powder over here. Like there, you can still see some redness on my eyelids and some dark pigmentation underneath my eyes a little bit. But not bad. I mean, I think that's the best thing about it, is that it does even out the skin tone a good bit. Covering up redness. The powder alone may not cover as good, but it covers a little bit, as you can see. Compared to this side, you can still see the redness right there. And then you look over here, it's not as bad. I mean, it's covered a good bit compared to over here. And as you can tell over here, you can still see some of my spots, freckles, etc., etc. Over here, it's a good bit covered over here, okay? Alright, so my final thoughts on this powder foundation called Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Transforming Powder. I feel like this is beautiful. I feel like it does transform the skin a little bit in terms of evening out your skin. You can use it alone. As you can tell, this is what it looks like alone. This is what it looks like with the foundation. Of course, you know, when you're doubling up products, you know you're going to get more coverage. So you get more coverage if you use the foundation that goes along with the powder on this side. And I did use a primer here, but without a primer and without the foundation, I feel like this side doesn't look as bad itself. I mean, I feel like just for every day, I would definitely go out with this foundation or this powder on up by itself. Now, I might add a primer just a little bit, because I don't know though, as hot as it is here, I feel like I wouldn't even need a primer, but because I use that pore defense primer, I feel like it would be good for my pores. So therefore, I feel like, you know what, this powder is pretty just on its own. I feel like though, if you have a lot of problem areas, like if you have a lot of skin problem areas, I couldn't tell you much about that, because I do have some issues. You see I have dark pigmentation, dark circles, I have some spots here, but I'm just talking about, you know, more severe maybe problems to the skin. I could not tell you how this powder would be on that type of skin, in a sense, if you have very, very sensitive skin and, you know, you have some issues going on. I really couldn't tell you, but just on my skin, having discoloration, dark circles, some spots on my face, I would say this is a good powder. Now on this side, my skin feels like my natural skin. Like I feel like nothing's on my skin, okay? On this side, it feels almost the same, but I could tell I have applied more products. I can tell I've applied a foundation, a primer, but it still feels very, like my skin feels like it can breathe, okay? But on this side with just the powder, it is just lovely for like every day. It's lovely for if you're getting out and you're going out to outside to do outdoor activities, whatnot. I feel like it will be great just by itself. It looks really good. It did cover some discoloration on my eyelids and underneath my eyes. As you can tell, there's not much of a difference, honestly, when you look at this side and this side, just a little bit. Like I said, it doesn't really cover redness as good, in my opinion, because I'm still red up in here and I'm red there. I hope you all can see it, but I can't. I'm still a little red on my eyelid. But outside of that, I mean, it's almost the same with foundation, you know. The foundation do cover a little bit more, but I feel like they're almost about the same amount of coverage, whether you use the foundation or not. But I can say this, without the foundation, with just this powder, the skin feels better. It feels, you know, it feels very nice to have that natural feeling on the skin. Like you don't feel like nothing's on your skin, but you look at yourself and you know that you got some coverage. So that is really good. That is really nice. I really love the product. It's great for outside. It's good for just every day, okay? I don't have nothing bad to say about it, except that it doesn't really cover redness good by itself. My face still looks a little red. And this doesn't have SPF, I don't think. Does it have SPF protection? I don't think it does. Because I know sometimes with SPF foundations, I could get a little red. But I don't think this one has any SPF ingredient. So yeah, you guys, I mean, not bad with the foundation. This is the side with the foundation and the primer. All three of these. Okay, well, I guess I need to turn this around. Okay, with the foundation and the primer on this side. Okay, And over here, just simply the powder. Okay, not bad. Okay, not bad at all. I would recommend this product to you all that may be in search for a good setting powder. I really think this is good. Another thing I want to mention, sometimes I think about things after I get almost done, I think about something else. But anyways, I feel like underneath my eyes, like usually with powders, I cannot put like too much powder underneath, but you saw I put powder underneath my eyes, and I have to say that my under eyes does not look too cakey. It looks actually a little bit more cakey over here on this side with the foundation. Okay, alright, so I just want to mention that. So yeah, you guys, this is what it looks like. Hopefully you can see it. I'm getting back some from the light so you can get a good glimpse of it, just how it looks without too much lighting here. But yeah, this is what it looks like. As you can see, you can see some of my spots here. Once again, over here it's a little bit more covered. The under eyes to me is actually, I like my under eyes better without the foundation and just the powder applied underneath the under eyes. That's just what I noticed. Look like it's, my under eyes look a little bit more ashier underneath my eyes over here rather than over here with no foundation. And as you can tell, my eyelids is pretty much covered except a little redness here. Hopefully you see all of that. So that is my first impression, or my review. I wouldn't say first impression, but my review on this Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Transforming Powder. Mine is in the number 80, Rich Tan. That's the one I chose. And so yes, it's a lovely powder. It's a lovely powder, and I highly recommend this powder if you're looking for a light powder that does help with uneven skin a little bit and do kind of conceal dark circles. It doesn't conceal redness much, but your skin can breathe through this powder. Like, this powder do not clog up the pores, is what I'm saying. So if you're looking for a powder like that, you may like this one, okay? And it does have salicylic acid for anyone that may have breakouts or anything like that. You might like this powder as well. And I like it, and I don't hardly have, you know, I have breakouts, but you know what I'm saying. I mean, I like it too. You know, it's great for everyone, not just for someone that might have, you know, breakouts or whatnot. It's good for everybody. So yeah, I think you will like this powder. Give it a try. I know we all are different, but this is a great powder. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to finish my face, and I'll come back and let you just take a look at my face with the makeup on and all. But yeah, this is the review part, and that's what I feel about it, okay? Alright, you guys, I am back with the finished makeup look with the what is it, Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Transforming powder and all. Now what I did is I went ahead and evened out both sides, because this side, of course, it was more natural looking, and this side had a little bit more foundation. So I went ahead and added foundation on this side so that everything will look even. But this is the look with the makeup and all. I hope you all like this bronzy makeup look. Yes, it's bronzy and highlighted. That's what I wanted. That's what I've been wearing lately, or that's just how I've been wearing my makeup. And so I hope you all enjoyed the first impression or the review on the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Transforming Powder. I love this powder. I don't need to say no more about it. Look how it looks. Or look at my face after applying makeup to my face, after applying the powder and stuff to my face. Look how good the makeup looks. It looks fabulous. So I would recommend this powder, and you know, for all the reasons I stated before. And so yeah, you guys, I hope you all like this video, and So yeah, you guys look forward to more videos and all for next week. And so yeah, I'm gonna let you all go. So I hope you all have a wonderful day or a wonderful evening, and you know I love you. Mwah. Bye bye.